Have you ever noticed how the smallest things, like how you start your morning, what you eat, or how often you stretch, can quietly shape the way you feel each day? It's easy to overlook the little habits that either build us up or slowly wear us down, but if you're someone who wants to stay sharp, feel light, move freely, and live longer with more energy, then this is something you need to hear. Now I want you to imagine something. Imagine waking up and feeling refreshed, not heavy, not stiff, not irritated, but actually energized. You move through your day with more clarity, better digestion, a brighter mood, and fewer aches in your joints. It's possible. It starts with something so simple that most people ignore it. Keeping certain areas of your body clean, not just washed like you normally would in the shower, but properly cleansed. And I don't mean the surface stuff. I'm talking about the 4 key areas in your body that, when regularly washed inside and out, can help you live not only longer, but better, stronger, clearer, and more alive. Because here's the truth. Aging doesn't begin with the number of candles on your birthday cake. It starts when your body stops clearing out the junk, and that junk builds up slowly, like dust in a corner. You don't see it at first. You might feel a little sluggish, maybe your memory isn't as sharp, or your stomach feels off more days than not, and most people just accept it. They say, well, I guess this is just what getting old feels like. But that's not true. You don't have to accept that. You can feel better. You can be better. And it starts with knowing which parts of your body need more attention. Not just a rinse in the shower, but a real wash from the inside out. So let's talk about the first area that needs regular cleansing if you want to feel younger and live longer. Your colon. Now I know, nobody wants to talk about their gut. It's not a glamorous topic, but your colon is like the trash bin of your body. It collects everything your system doesn't need: waste, toxins, things your liver and kidneys filter out. And if you're not regularly flushing it out the right way, all that waste, it doesn't just disappear. It sits, it ferments, it creates inflammation. And over time, it can mess with your entire system, your immune health, your mood, your energy, even your sleep. Think about this. The average person can have pounds of undigested waste just sitting in their intestines. That's not just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. Constipation, bloating, skin issues, brain fog, poor appetite. These aren't just random symptoms. They're signs that your colon isn't clean. So how do you wash it? You don't need expensive detox kits or risky flushes. You start simple. Drink warm water first thing in the morning before coffee. Add fiber to your meals, oats, chia seeds, leafy greens, and move your body a little every day. Even a 10-minute walk can do wonders, because movement helps the bowels move too. And don't underestimate your breath. Deep belly breathing just 5 minutes a day can stimulate the vagus nerve and improve gut motility. You feel calmer, and your system starts to move more naturally. Clean colon, clean energy. You'll feel lighter, you'll think clearer, and you'll likely sleep better too. Now the second area you need to wash regularly is your lungs. Your lungs do more than just help you breathe. They help you detox. Every time you exhale, you're releasing carbon dioxide and waste. But here's the problem. Most people, especially as they age, don't breathe deeply anymore. They take shallow breaths from the chest. That means stale air sits at the bottom of the lungs. Over time, this limits oxygen intake and keeps toxins trapped in the body. Ever feel short of breath doing things that used to be easy? Or maybe you get lightheaded faster than before. That's a sign your lungs need attention. They need cleansing. Here's something you can do right now. Sit comfortably. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale slowly for 6 to 8 seconds. Do this 5 times. That's it. You just activated your diaphragm, improved oxygen flow, and started cleaning your lungs. Now imagine doing this every morning. It's like giving your lungs a fresh start. If you're up for more, try something like humming while you exhale. Sounds silly, but it's powerful. Humming vibrates the airways and can help dislodge mucus from deep within your lungs. Plus, it stimulates nitric oxide production, which opens up the airways and improves circulation. And if you want to take it further, step outside and breathe in fresh air. Avoid places with traffic or smoke. Let your lungs fill up with clean air, not the recycled kind from indoors. Your body will thank you. You'll notice it in your stamina, your clarity, and even your mood. Oxygen heals, it fuels, and it cleans. Now let me ask you something. When was the last time you thought about how well you breathe? How often you release what your body no longer needs through your breath? Most of us never think about it, but after 60, it's one of the most important habits you can build. Because breathing better isn't just about getting more air, it's about getting more life into your body. So far, we've talked about cleansing the colon and the lungs, two areas that often go unnoticed but can silently drag you down if ignored. But once you give them the attention they deserve, the changes can be surprisingly quick. You feel lighter, calmer, sharper. You move better. You sleep more deeply. Your appetite improves. And maybe, just maybe, you find yourself smiling more for no reason at all. Because when the inside of your body is clean, your mind feels clean too. And that brings us to the next important area. You need to wash regularly. Your mind. Now this one is just as important as your colon or your lungs. Maybe even more, because what happens in your mind shapes everything else. Your habits, your energy, your emotions, even your health. And the truth is, after 60, most people carry around years and years of mental clutter they've never taken the time to clean out. Think about it. How often do you stop and notice the thoughts you're thinking? Not just the obvious ones, but the quiet ones. The ones that whisper things like, "It's too late for me," or "I can't do what I used to." Those little phrases might seem harmless, but if they repeat often enough, they settle in. And when those thoughts stay too long, they change how you see yourself and how you live your life. So when I say your mind needs to be washed regularly, I don't mean you need to forget everything. I mean you need to clear out what no longer serves you. Doubts, regrets, shame, comparisons, fear, those things don't belong in a healthy, thriving mind. Not at 60, not at any age. Washing your mind starts with awareness. Catch yourself when your thoughts are harsh, negative, or defeated. You don't have to believe every thought that pops into your head. You get to question it. You get to replace it. Instead of saying, "I'm too old for that," try saying, "What if I'm just getting started?" Try, "Let me see what I can do today." It may feel odd at first, but your brain listens, and over time, those new thoughts become the new voice in your head. Another powerful way to cleanse your mind: stillness. Just a few quiet minutes a day. No phone, no TV, no noise. Just you sitting with your breath. This isn't meditation with candles and chants. Unless you like that, it's simply about making space. Giving your thoughts room to settle so the important ones can rise to the top. And journaling. It doesn't have to be fancy. A few lines in the morning. Write down how you're feeling, what you're grateful for, what you want to let go of. The act of writing things down is like rinsing your mind with fresh water. It clears the fog. It brings peace. And it helps you see your life more clearly. Forgiveness is another powerful rinse for the mind. Not just forgiving others, but forgiving yourself. So many people over 60 carry weight from mistakes they made decades ago. Let that go. You're not the same person you were. You've learned. You've grown. You deserve peace now. Holding on to regret won't change the past, but releasing it can change your future. And you know what else cleanses the mind better than almost anything? Laughter. Don't overlook it. A good laugh resets your nervous system. It softens your heart, changes the chemistry in your body. Watch a funny movie. Call a friend who always cracks you up. Find joy in the little things. The way the birds sing. The way your coffee smells in the morning. The way your body still carries you after all these years. That joy is healing. That joy is the rinse your mind craves. And here's something powerful to remember. You're still here. That means you still have time. And that means your life still matters. You still have purpose. You still have something to offer. Don't let dusty old thoughts convince you otherwise. So yes, washing the mind is about clearing the past, calming the present, and making space for hope again. And when your mind is clean, your heart feels lighter. You wake up with more excitement. You go to bed with less worry. And the people around you, they feel the difference too. Now the fourth and final area you need to wash regularly is one that most people never even think about, but it plays a massive role in how you age, how you feel, and even how long you live. And that is your skin. Now you might be thinking, of course I wash my skin. I shower every day. But I'm not just talking about rinsing your arms and legs. I'm talking about really caring for your skin. Understanding that it's not just the outer shell, it's your body's largest organ, and it's a major part of your detox system. Your skin helps eliminate toxins, it helps regulate temperature, and it absorbs so much of what you put on it. So when we talk about washing your skin, we're also talking about what you expose it to, and how you help it stay clean and vibrant from the inside out. As we age, our skin becomes thinner, drier, and more sensitive. That's natural. But you can still protect it. Start by staying hydrated. Your skin needs water to stay elastic and smooth. If your skin feels tight, flaky, or itchy, your body might be crying out for more fluids. Gentle exfoliation is also key. Once or twice a week, just a soft cloth or sponge, and warm water. No harsh scrubs, no strong chemicals. You're not trying to scrub your skin raw. You're helping it breathe. Removing the dead cells so fresh, new ones can come to the surface. It's like giving your skin a fresh start. And pay attention to your soaps and lotions. Look for gentle, natural ingredients. Avoid anything heavily perfumed or filled with alcohol. Your skin deserves kindness. And don't forget areas like behind the ears, between the toes and the back of the neck. Spots people often miss, but bacteria love to hide in. Sweating, believe it or not, is another way your skin helps you cleanse. So don't be afraid to get a little sweaty. Even a walk in the sun or light gardening can do the trick. Shades. And always moisturize afterward. Think of your skin like a plant. It needs nourishment to glow. And don't ignore the power of touch. Massaging lotion into your skin every evening isn't just about moisture, it's about connection. It improves circulation. It relaxes the body. It's a quiet way to say to yourself, I still matter. I still care. When your skin feels clean and cared for, you carry yourself differently. You feel fresher, brighter, more confident, and that confidence spreads. People notice it, even if they can't explain why. So there you have it. 4 powerful areas in your body that need regular washing: your colon, your lungs, your mind, and your skin. These aren't just hygiene tips. These are life-changing habits. Because when you keep these areas clean, your body works better, your mind thinks clearer, and your spirit feels lighter. Let's keep going. You're doing great. Now that we've taken a closer look at these 4 areas, the colon, the lungs, the mind, and the skin, it's time to talk about what happens when you actually begin to care for them. Because I want you to know something very real. When you commit to cleansing these parts of your life, things change. And not in some far-off, wishful thinking kind of way. I'm talking about real, practical, noticeable changes that you can feel in your body and see in your day-to-day life. Let's say you start with just one of these areas. Maybe you wake up tomorrow and drink a full glass of warm water before your coffee, just like we talked about. That one small action, it tells your digestive system it's time to wake up. It hydrates your tissues, gets things moving, and gently reminds your colon that it's time to clean house. No pills, no tricks. Just your body doing what it was made to do with your help. Maybe instead you choose to take 5 deep breaths at the window before breakfast. You open the curtains. The sun warms your skin. You breathe in slowly, all the way down to your belly. In that moment, you're not just breathing. You're clearing the fog from your mind. You're allowing your lungs to stretch again. You're bringing in fresh air, fresh energy, and a fresh start to your morning. And you know what happens after a few days of that? You begin to notice that you don't feel quite so rushed or irritable or tired by lunchtime. Maybe your shoulders feel less tense. Maybe your thoughts aren't racing as much. That's not a coincidence. That's the result of daily cleansing. Not in a flashy, dramatic way, but in a deep, lasting one. Now I know some people will say, what difference can a little breathing, a glass of water, or putting on lotion really make? But the people who say that, they're often the ones who've stopped trying. They're waiting for a big fix, a miracle pill, or someone to come save them from how they feel. But the truth is, your comeback doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to be consistent. And here's where I really want to drive this home. Your body still listens to you. Your cells, your muscles, your heart, they're all still paying attention. They're waiting for your next move. And when you treat them with care, when you clean them, feed them well, breathe life into them again, they respond. They start to heal. They start to energize. And you start to feel younger, not because you're chasing youth, but because you're respecting your life force again. So many people after 60 feel invisible, like the world isn't watching anymore, like their best years have passed. But let me tell you, your value does not go down with age. It deepens. It grows stronger. And now is the time to show yourself what you're made of. Start slow if you need to. You don't have to change everything overnight. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. Choose one habit, one little practice to bring into your morning or evening, one way to cleanse your body or clear your mind. Checks and build from there. You'll be amazed at what happens when you keep showing up for yourself. Maybe today you choose better food, more color on your plate, more fiber for your gut, more water for your skin. Maybe you sit outside for 10 minutes and let the sun touch your face. Maybe you write a single sentence in a journal about something you're proud of. That is cleansing, that is healing, and that is what leads to real, lasting vitality. You see, most people think aging is just about losing things, losing strength, losing speed, losing memory. But they forget about what you gain. You gain wisdom, you gain patience, you gain clarity about what really matters. And when you pair that with a body that feels light, a mind that feels calm, lungs that feel open, and skin that feels cared for, then you've got something truly powerful. That's not just aging well, that's living well. And don't underestimate the ripple effect. When you care for yourself in these quiet, intentional ways, you inspire others, your spouse, your children, your grandchildren, even your neighbors. They'll see the change in you. They'll hear it in your voice. They'll feel it in your energy. And that's how you create real impact, by being a living example of what's possible, no matter your age. So if you've ever felt like it's too late to feel good again, to feel proud of your body, to feel calm in your thoughts, please let that go. Release that belief. It's not true. You're not done yet. Your time is now. You still have mornings ahead of you, still have stories to tell, still have laughter to share, still have beauty to enjoy, and wisdom to offer. But your life needs you, all of you, to show up with care. And that care begins with cleansing, with removing the buildup, physical, mental, emotional, that no longer belongs in your life, and replacing it with things that do. Clarity, energy, peace, purpose. This is your invitation to start fresh, to feel better than you have in years, to treat your body, your breath, your mind, and your skin like the treasures they are, because they've carried you this far, and with the right care, they'll carry you so much farther. Take a deep breath. You've made it to now. And now it's time to start living even better.